welcome everybody. This is self-elected Apeoftheyear, and today I'm going to show you, because I get this question so often, I'm going to show you some things about my TrackiR setting. So the ironical thing is, many people always ask me, what the hell do you kind of TrackiR settings do you use? It's so smooth and whatever. It's pretty easy to do what I'm doing, and right here you see this little option right here, default and smooth. This smooth setting is pretty much the answer to your questions. This makes the whole thing a lot smoother. Who would have guessed? And this is the first important thing that I change. Other than that, everything is on default for the most games for me, so I do not change anything. And if you have problems with your TrackiR, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's stuff like you look over here and then suddenly the TrackiR gives you some weird time. You know, has some spastic things going on. If you want to fix those problems, you go right here into the camera view, and there you see what your TrackiR actually sees. And for example, right now you see that on my headset that I have on my head, you know, these three dots right here are the dots from the clip that I have on the base cap, and you see that there is some reflection of the infrared light on my headset, for example. This gives me some false reflections right here, and things like those can cause issues. These issues can mean that TrackiR loses the connection or is not sure about the position of these lights anymore, and you see how they turn red if I get into a weird angle, and you want to make sure that in the movement that you do, that you don't get into a zone where these things turn red, or that you even have red things that are not supposed to be the reflecting spots, that take the place of the original ones. So for example, there might be very big red dots behind you. This might be something standing behind you, like anything that could reflect this light. And if these red dots exchange to be green, then TrackiR is going to think that this is a reflector, and this gives you very big problems, of course. And the other thing is, you want to make sure that you put the sensitivity of the curves in a way that you don't get trouble when looking in a certain direction. So you, for example, you go here, and you want to really look to the right, you know, for example, or up or above. If you do that, and you have to move your head so much that these things get out of the zone, to call it that way, where they are still green, then you need to change the sensitivity. And I got only one game where I have to change those settings to accomplish that, because otherwise I'm going to be out of the zone, so to speak. And this is for the game Battle of Stalingrad. In the game Battle of Stalingrad, I have the curves a little bit tuned, because otherwise the pitch in this game, there's some kind of a blockade, and it's very hard in Battle of Stalingrad to look up, you know. And for example, if you want to look up like that in Battle of Stalingrad, you get some trouble in this game. And this is why I have changed in Battle of Stalingrad right here the pitch. And just by the way, if you see that you want to make it more sensitive, right here you can change those curves, you know. This is how the normal curves kind of look like. So it's pretty sensitive at the start, and then it gets less and less sensitive on the outsides. And if you, for example, take a look at my pitch, this is how I changed it in Battle of Stalingrad. And this means for me that I can... why is this not like that now? I don't want to do that. What the fuck is that? What have I done? I broke it. Ah, there we go. Okay, So now that I have changed this curve here, right here, it's getting a lot more sensitive, and I can, for example, I can look all the way around, nearly 1.5 times. Yeah. So this helps me to really look up in Battle of Stalingrad without getting to this point where these reflectors are out of the zone from the camera, and the camera cannot see them properly anymore. So this is just a little tip or a hint video, and you know, getting this TrackiR to work has a lot to do with your size, with the position of the camera, and how far away from the camera you are. So you have to set it up for yourself. You cannot use the settings or the settings of a different person and hope that it's going to work out for you. It depends on the room that you're in, the light situation, and of course make sure that you don't get any sunlight or too bright lights that reflect in this infrared stuff and make the whole thing not work anymore. So make sure that you have not too much light coming in the room from the outside, and at the same time tune it for your own size and the position of the camera that you have in your very specific setting. And like I said, for me, most of the time I'm just using the default setting, and sometimes in some videos I use the smooth setting, especially when I do a video or something, and but I haven't done that too often, but you know, smooth setting is also very nice. And just for Battle of Stalingrad I have tuned something. Just in Battle of Stalingrad I have changed the pitch right here and made this curve a little bit steeper. So this was self-elected Ape of the Year signing off, and I hope you can now tune your TrackiR.